Hello, with the love of Mezcal, and today we're going to be trying some new stuff from our friend Edgar Carreño.
So we are just over 1 week back since our first trip from Oaxaca, and we brought these bottles back with us. So this isn't our first time tasting them. We did taste them with Edgar himself at his home, and it was very special. So come take a sip with us.
So these two bottles are very similar batches with some variations. Mine is a Barril Verde, Mexicanito, Quiche, and Arroqueño.
And mine is also an ensamble, but it only has Arroqueño and Mexicanito, which is a Karwinski.
So the four ages for the agaves here is 15, 10, 12, and 15. That's in order of the listed agaves for this batch.
And for the bottle I'm sipping, the Arroqueño is 15 years and 10 years for the Mexicanito.
So both of these mezcales were used or were made using the same method, which is a underground oven. They were crushed by a mechanical mill. They used encino wood vats to ferment, and they were distilled in clay pots.
So both of these batches were produced at the same time. The date of distillation on the bottles is 5/24 of 2026. My batch had 20 liters produced, and the ABV is coming in at 59.5.
Mine was slightly bigger at 25 liters produced, and it came in at 58.9%.
Smell?
Smell?
Mine smells sweet and like earthy, kind of like if I smelled a sweet mole, but then I'm getting that like that sharp, earthy like notes that I get from a Karwinski.
Okay. Mine's almost got this like subtle cacao kind of thing coming for it. It's like sweetness, like but that like a dark sweetness like cacao. And it's a little minerally and like rooty and green. Like it's definitely, you can smell the Karwinski. Yeah, but it's like this sweetness of like cacao and I don't know, it's just good.
Yeah, that's why it's like it reminds me of mole, a sweet mole. Like the earthiness with the cacao and some of the sweetness.
Oh, and I'm getting like banana coming out.
Okay, taste.
Taste. Salsita.
Salsita. I don't get as much sweetness on the taste. For me, I'm getting more of the Karwinski. Oh, okay, slightly now. Ooh, now I'm getting banana. Ooh, this is weird.
Mine is tasting candied. Like mine is like tangy, candied, like, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot sweeter and it's a different profile of sweet. Where like I was smelling like a dark earthy sweetness. I'm getting more sugary, artificially kind of sweetness, like candy, like almost Jolly Rancher type of thing.
See, when I first take a sip, it reminds me of like a sharp, piercing taste of like herbs with a little bit of grilled onion.
Ooh, okay.
And then it evolves into something very like sweet and kind of like cooked banana plátano. It's going like this on my tongue. It's going back and forth alternating between sweet and then like freshness and herbs, earthy, and then it's going back to sweet. It's really good though, and I can see why I picked this bottle to bring back. So it's so funny because how many mezcales did we have there?
Oh, I don't know. I want to say maybe somewhere between 8 and 12. Because obviously we had stuff like this that was labeled, and then there was stuff that wasn't labeled. Actually, the bottles that these batches, when you first gave them to us, they weren't labeled. They printed out these labels specifically for our bottles because To kind of date ourselves, we were there the last week of May, and these were distilled on the 24th. So these were days old. Hey everybody, just wanted to pop in and make a little correction. So we were looking back at our calendar. Like we said, it was distilled on the 24th. We showed up on the 25th. So the mezcal was maybe a day old, maybe less than a day old, depending on what time it was done getting adjusted. Just for context, today is the 8th as I'm recording this and editing the video. And the mezcal is 2 weeks old. Still really, really good mezcal. I'm kind of curious on what it's going to be like after it's been sitting in our bottle for a while. But granted, it's been open, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, we had really, really fresh mezcal. And that's honestly one of the other reasons why we wanted to buy at least one of those bottles. Again, I wasn't paying attention to what she got because we were just vibing at that point, but we had day old mezcal and we were really, really impressed by it. So, yep, that's the context. Have a good one. When we got them, so they had to make the labels for our bottles. Yeah, it was just freshness.
Yeah.
And then we have pictures. I'll add pictures here to the table of everything that we tasted. But like I said, some stuff was unlabeled. He's had other stuff that we tasted that was really good. And then a really special thing that he shared with us.
Oh yeah, from the family's cántaro.
Yeah.
They have a cántaro, which is a big black clay vessel, which was used to store liquids, water, mezcal, and he was so generous enough to share an ensamble of Marteño, which is also a Karwinski and Espadín, and I thought that was so generous. Everything, the hospitality was so generous. They gave us food, they gave us coffee and tea. Like, it was a really great experience, and it's a memory that is going to be locked in for me for a long time.
Yeah, something very special too is that because we like the coffee, his wife is from the Isthmus or the Istmo of Oaxaca, and they do coffee production there. And then the coffee they had was from the Istmo, and because we were telling them how good it is, we've never had stuff from the Istmo. They went and grabbed another little container of coffee and gave it to us. We're like, here, take it with you. That's a little gift, and I thought it was very special that they just shared coffee that they have.
Yeah. So getting back to the mezcal, there was plenty of good mezcal that we tried. And separately, we both picked the bottles that we liked, not discussing amongst each other. And of course, we already had quite a bit of copitas by that time. So we're just,
separately, but sitting this far from each other.
We're relaxed. We're very relaxed. That's the term I'll use. Yeah. And so I remember this one was my favorite. And so I just told him, and then he picked his. And when we got back home, it's like, we pretty much got the same thing, except yours has more Karwinski in it than mine. Mine is just an ensemble of 2 megues. And you have an ensemble of what, 5? 4. Yeah, which is, I think it's funny because they're kind of the same thing. It's like, But the very first pour that I had was an Espadín. And it caught me off guard because on the label, it said 14 years. And then it was caponed and left for another year in the field. So for 15 years. And it threw me off because I was like, well, usually Espadín is like ready in like 8 to 10 years. And Edgar, took his time to explain to us about harvesting maguey, cultivating, and it really was a delicious mezcal. I wish we would have gotten a bottle and kind of kick ourselves now.
Yeah, that's Espadín. I don't regret these. I just wish we had more room to bring that other one, because something cool about that Espadín too was that it was fermented in clay pots, which is like another special thing. And if I would have paid attention to what I got was from the one that she wanted, I probably would have gotten the Espadín. And I would have been sad that I didn't get this one though.
If only we had more space.
Yeah. For context, that was the first Palenque we traveled to, so we had to be aware of space in our luggage. Because that was sad. There's so many bottles that we left in Oaxaca that we should have bought, but space.
And we didn't want problems with customs either. The majority of the bottles that we brought back are like pachita, smaller sizes. We didn't bring too many full-size bottles, only because of space issues, as well as like there was so much good stuff that we had. We're trying to be aware of that. And so for me, I felt like the best way for us to get as much stuff back home possible was to get smaller bottles. So yeah, I believe we only got 3 full-size bottles. No, 4.
No, we got like 4 or 5. 6. Going back to this is starting to get a little funky for me. Like slightly malolactic, but just like a little funky, almost papaya kind of thing going.
You want to trade?
Yeah, let's trade. Oh, yours is way more herbaceous. For me. Almost. Oh, there's a little almost pickled thing going on with yours, like relish.
So yours tastes like sugary candy. Mine, I feel, has more of a heaviness to it.
Yours is heavier. Yours is more like black pepper, almost like. Yours is definitely heavier. Mine is sweeter.
Now all of a sudden it's reminding me of the smell of like leather. If I walk into a store with leather goods. It smells so good. Oh, and we got these very cute bulbitos from Quiche Mezcaleria when we were in Oaxaca City. I thought they were just so cute. We have a couple other bulbos already.
Yeah, we have some back here.
Yeah, but I like, how cute are these? And they perfectly hold 1 ounce of mezcal, so it's easy to track how much you're sipping if you know.
Yeah.
You can't over pour, and especially in this.
So if the name Edgar Angeles Carreño sounds familiar to you, it's because he used to be the Maestro Palenquero for Real Minero. That is the family brand. He separated from them to do his own project, which this is kind of the early beginnings of it. He is making this mezcal at a friend's like tiny little palenque. That friend only has that palenque solely for the purpose of making mezcal for his own house. So he's letting Edgar use it. And these bottles he is using to fund the building of his own palenque on his own property. That being said, you cannot buy these anywhere. He's not exporting. It's just for friends and family. And you have to go to him to get it. But definitely worth it. And we look forward to whatever endeavors he has going on in the future. And I think it's something special whenever he decides to start his own brand.
Yeah. Visiting his home and seeing the building of the palenque, well, we were there. We're witnessing it still going on. The city itself, or the pueblo itself, because it's very small.
Town, yeah.
It was so peaceful. We went during the rainy season, so of course we're there, it starts to rain. But it was very special to sit with him in his home, with his family, enjoy food, enjoy mezcal, and listening to the rain while it was hitting the trees, and feeling the cool breeze. And his dogs are so sweet. Yeah. It was very special. And we look forward to Edgar producing more mezcales because this stuff is really good.
Yep. I've been a big fan of his stuff. I've been a fan of Minero too and stuff from Minas. So I'm looking forward to whatever he decides to make. And for context, we did try stuff from Minero when we were there, and it's still good too. They're both doing great things on their own. Love it.
And just to be clear, just because we support one doesn't mean we don't support the other. I believe that whoever's making mezcal, good mezcal, there's enough room to support everybody. And we'll continue sipping mezcales from Minas.
Yep, it's Some of our personal favorite mezcal comes from there. There's other regions too, and I'm not saying that other regions don't make good mezcal. It's just everyone's got a different palate, and we love mezcal minero.
Clay pot.
Yeah, clay pot.
So let us know if you like clay pot distillation or if you have a favorite mezcal coming from Santa Catarina Minas.
Y para el maestro Edgar, un gran abrazo y muchas gracias por recibirnos. Saludcita.
Felicita.